Hello there everyone, this is Brother Birch. In this video, I will be walking through a solution of your week 2 prove assignment. So let's dive in. So I'm just going to pick up right where we left off with my error from trying to run the command D, which doesn't exist. And I'm going to come back to our week 2 prove. Now, here's what I want. I need a prompt for all of these things. And so I'm just going to hit Control C. Now, I don't have anything selected. Okay, I just put my cursor on this line. If I hit Control C, it'll just copy the whole line, and I can just hit Control V a couple of times, which is pretty sweet. Okay, another little trick is I want to change both of these, and so I'm just going to select one and hit Control D, which will select the next instance of it. Now on your computer it might be Alt D or Command D, but I'm just going to say animal, and it'll change both. And I come down into here, Control D and verb. Next one, exclamation. This is going to be a little bit different. I can say verb 2 and verb 3, and both of these are just going to say verb. Okay, and then I'll change that to verb 1 just for consistency's sake. Okay, that should get me all of my inputs. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6. This one is 2, 4, 6. Okay, so let me run this and we'll just test it, make sure that it's working okay up to this point. And I'm going to come over here, close that. I'll say an adjective is nice, animal is a dolphin, verb is run, exclamation is yes, verb is walk, fly. Okay, nice, and some more string. Okay, so this actually looks really good. That's a good chunk of our program. Now, right here, I need this \n, and I'm just going to say your story is, and then I'll put another \n because we'll need it, and then I'll take the rest of this out. Okay, so we have line break, your story is line break, because that's what I'm seeing in here. Line break, your story is line break. Okay, now we have our story. Uncomment that, print, and I'm not going to assign that to a variable. I'll just print it. Okay, but I could assign it to a variable. Doesn't really make that big of a difference. All right, now I'm just going to read through this. The other day I was really in trouble. It all started when I saw a very adjective. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this into an actual variable. So I'm going to close my string. I'll say plus adjective plus, and then open my string back up. Okay, but it says adjective, animal, verb. Okay, so I'm going to delete that. I'll say plus animal plus verb plus, and then we'll continue our string down the hallway. Now, this isn't going to look super nice because we need spaces. All right. If I just do this, then all of our words are just going to get thrown right together. So I'm going to hold Control and click, and I'll say plus space. Okay, so we have adjective plus space plus animal plus space plus verb plus down the hallway. We need a space there too. Ooh, we'll need a space there too. Okay, down the hallway. Exclamation, let's go ahead and make that a word. So right here I'll say plus, I named it exclamation, plus a string. Okay, I yelled, but all I could think to do was to verb. Okay, so let me close our string again and add a verb. Another plus. This is verb 2, and that's actually verb 1. Sorry about that, guys. Verb 2 over and over. Miraculously, that caused it to stop, but not before it tried to verb 3 right in front of my family. Okay, so let's close that one. More quotes, more pluses, verb 3 right in front of my family. Okay, just making sure I have spaces. Okay, and we'll see it if they don't have spaces. Okay, so let's try this. This isn't done, but we can try this. I'm going to hit my up arrow, hit enter. All right, adjective, hilarious, animal, donkey, verb, fish. That sounds kind of like a noun. We'll say pretend, exclamation, yes, verb, run, and fly. Okay, Let's see our story. Let me make this a little bigger so it looks prettier. The other day I was really in trouble. It all started when I saw a very hilarious donkey pretend down the hallway. Yes, I yelled, but all I could think to do was to run over and over. Miraculously, that caused it to stop, but not before it tried to fly right in front of my family. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We got some good string concatenation going here. Really, I think there's only one thing left to change, and that's our exclamation. It has to be capitalized. So I guess I shouldn't have put it capitalized, but so if I did not know how to do this, okay, let's look at our instructions here. Make it so the exclamation word is automatically capitalized because it starts a new sentence. So I only want to capitalize the first letter of the word. So I'm just going to Google Python capitalize. Wow, look at that. Capitalize first letter. That's exactly what I want. String capitalize. Wow, that just looks like our print and input commands or functions. Okay, so we have string name dot capitalize. Okay, so if I have a string which is called exclamation dot capitalize, then it is the name of a string whose first character we want to capitalize. Well, that sounds right. Okay, well, let's try it. So I'm just going to say exclamation dot cap. Look at that. Thanks, VS Code. Tab and open and closing parentheses. All right, let's try that. Okay, up arrow. I saved it. I hit Control S to save. I don't know if you saw that. Adjective. Really sick. Animal. Rabbit. Verb. Play. Exclamation. No. Oh, no. I'll do it in lowercase. Verb. Eat. And verb. Dance. Okay, the other day I was really in trouble. It all started when I saw a very, I guess I should have taken really out since that's not an adjective. I saw a really sick rabbit play down the hallway. No, I yelled. Look at that. That's fantastic. Okay. No, I yelled, but all I could think to do was to eat over and over. Miraculously, that caused it to stop, but not before it tried to dance right in front of my family. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was all we had to do. So let me close that. Let me come back over to our proof assignment. Sample output is good. We could do this a very different way with formatting. I'll show you guys that here in a sec. Let's see here. Make it your own. Make it your own by adding more to the story, including several more words that will be filled in. Okay, so we'll just add one for now. So not before it tried to dance right in front of my family. And then we'll say, I'll have another adjective, 2 equals input adjective. And we'll name this adjective 1. We have to change this to adjective 1. And then right here I'll say, this made me feel, there we go, space, adjective 2. And then we'll add a nice little period there. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Now let's just test if I wanted to change this to use formatting. So I'm just going to Google, I'll say Python format string with variables. Okay. Inserting values into strings. Ooh, using variables in the format function. Okay, let's look here. Oh, that's not what I want. You know what? We're not actually going to worry about this right now. I'll show you guys this another time. So let's run this, make sure it works with my second adjective here. Terminal, up arrow, I'll say happy, dog, run, hooray, whoops, climb, fly, and brave. Okay, this made me feel brave. That's what I'm looking at. Our typoed hooray is capitalized. Okay, so sweet. I think that looks great. Real quick, before we finish up, I think it'll only take a sec to show this to you guys. So if I wanted to change this, I'm just gonna copy this and paste it, and I'm gonna comment this out for now. All right, and now right here where I want to put in all this stuff, when I say print, I'm going to put an F right here. Notice that funky color? It showed up as blue with the way my text editor is. Instead of putting all these pluses, I could just take this out, okay, and keep this inside of the string and put it into curly braces. Okay, and so I'll say space, and then that'll be in curly braces. Let's keep going. Now I'm holding Control Shift right arrow to select that whole word, and then Shift left bracket while it's selected to put brackets on both sides of it. Okay, and then I'll keep going. Whoops, space down the hallway, and then Control Shift right arrow, right arrow, right arrow, opening curly brace, exclamation dot capitalize. Won't need that space anymore. I yelled. All I could think to do was to delete that, put that in curly braces over and over. Okay, right here, another one, another variable that we can put in there, and then our last one. Okay, so a couple of nice things about this. One, it is a lot shorter. Okay, I don't have to worry about so many opening and closing quotation marks and spaces, and but the trickier thing about it is we have all these curly braces, but really we just have to put those around our variables to tell Python where our variables are going to be, and then we're going to print it. It'll just format those into the string. Let's give it a shot, make sure it works. Okay, please enter the following. Adjective, we have sweet, animal, goldfish, run, exclamation, sweet. I'll say yes or hooray again. And then verb, we'll say strut, dance, and adjective is relieve. Okay, let's try it. The other day I was really in trouble. It all started when I saw a very sweet goldfish run down the hallway. Hooray, I yelled. Okay, so you can see that this works exactly the same way as this does. If this makes more sense to you and want to use that, sweet, you can do it. If you like this and this seems more simple to you, then do that. Okay, so that is my walkthrough for this proof assignment. I hope that it was helpful for you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.